Today, we're talking about China's new Qwen AI tool. This tool is a game changer for making money in several different ways, and it surpasses other tools in the ability to actually see code and interpret things, create images, videos, all for the very, very low price of free. So today, we're going to show you how to use this free AI tool to make money. Alina, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited about this one because it has so many functions together.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. And I did a little breakdown for us so we can see, because one of the things I noticed with Qwen is there was a lot of models. I mean, it just keeps going and going.
Yes.
ChatGPT has like 3. We got like a bazillion over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't notice a whole lot of difference with them, but I think as time goes on, they'll probably improve some and have different uses. Now, one of the things I did notice is that when you use the different models, some of these little buttons go away.
Mm-hmm.
So like this one, the 32B preview, you can't use artifacts, web search, image generation, or anything. So it's kind of like limited. However, when you're doing 2.5 max, all of them are available. Now, I did notice one thing, and I know it's something you noticed as well, where when you toggle to image generation, you're stuck.
Yes, so you can only get images as response further. You cannot get any text about them or any other questions.
Exactly. And so looking at this, it's cool. It works good. I think it's definitely far surpassing many other things. So let's put it to the test and see how we can make money with this. Now, we've looked at Deekseek, which apparently needs to verify that we're human. We've got to prove to the robots that we're human.
Nice.
All right, welcome to 2025. With Deekseek, we saw this thing shook up the United States stock market. It went crazy, and it's free. I think it's more powerful than ChatGPT right out of the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, ChatGPT is saying otherwise, but they're insane.
Yeah, in the specific areas, it does better.
Yeah, I find that with like sales letter writing and stuff, Deekseek is much better. Now, let's go ahead and kind of crack the packaging on this and see how it works. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get our coffee and we'll get this thing rocking and rolling so that you could see exactly how Qwen is going to help you make money in a very, very simple way. And there's actually something we're going to go over that we learned about yesterday I think you guys will really like. So first of all, let's talk about video generation. This is one that a lot of people are really interested in, where much like OpenAI Sora, which for most people to get consistent, good access to it, it's $200 a month.
It's really expensive and it runs out, right?
Yeah,
very fast.
Exactly.
So you're very limited at how many you can do.
Yeah, and so looking at video here, it did take a little bit of time. I found it to be faster than Sora. So if we say coffee, pour, zoom in, let's see how that works. One of the things I also liked about this is the ability to change the aspect ratio. So like you can make one for a phone, an old school TV, a square, whatever it is you're trying to do, which is really cool. That is helpful.
Yes.
So that you're not trying to crop whatever it tries to fit in.
Yeah, just like one step less. If you need a video for TikTok, you don't need to actually get the video from here and go to the video editor to cut it.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and generate this coffee pour for TikTok. It will take a minute, so we're going to open up a new Qwen. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. There's an issue and too many people using it, probably because of our video. And while we're waiting for the video to load, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these other things, because I know a lot of people want to make TikTok, they want to make Pinterest pins. We can actually go through and do an image generation where I could say coffee in the morning, and we'll see what it comes up with there. And this will be interesting because we'll get a good idea of what's going on. Remember, this is a free tool that a lot of people are using, so sometimes you might get this too many request type thing going on. However, with the images, this looks a lot faster than it was yesterday. So that's pretty cool. Although we did notice, remember, it was like at 99%.
Yeah, I think it's what it's doing. Oh, no, it's faster.
Okay. Well, there we go. So there's coffee pour in the morning. Looks pretty good.
I love it.
It is. And this is Instagram ready.
Yes.
I mean, we can just put some text on it and be good to go. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try to regenerate the video here. While we're waiting on that, let's look at some of the other things that Deekseek can do. Now, again, remember, if I wanted to get out of image, I'm stuck. So we're going to have to actually do a new chat, which is over here, and we can do a web search. So doing a web search, I can say types of coffee with caffeine contents or something like that. And it'll go through and it'll find the types of coffee. It'll figure out how to spell caffeine because literally I can't. And then it'll go through and show you, okay, 1.8 to 3%. Man, that's a lot. I didn't realize coffee had 3%.
Coffee is totally increasing.
That's probably why we were like, yay, let's go to work. So that's looking pretty good there. Awesome stuff. And taking a look at this is basically, it's kind of like what Google has with the featured snippets or the AI overviews.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what you're getting here, which I think is interesting because this is owned by Alibaba, which when we get into shopping and search, I think that's where this is going to be interesting.
Right.
Have you seen a lot of, in a lot of Asian cultures, they have live online shopping that is absurdly popular. I'm talking like, it's like the home shopping network, but it's like some dude in his garage or something.
Yes, I've seen that.
And it's very fast. They're like, hey, you don't want to buy this? Next. And then they go to the next thing.
I've seen this one with the wigs where like putting it on, this is a number, next, putting it on.
Yeah, exactly. And then you buy them right then and there, which is crazy because Alibaba is a company that is super, super powerful. So I think that's where this is going to fit in. Now, let's see. So, yeah.
Can we exit the web search?
Oh, we can't.
Oh,
yeah.
So we're stuck again. I hope they fix this.
I hope so too.
It's very convenient in general, but the thing that you're stuck in there is...
Yeah, because I can't really ask questions about something else, which is interesting. Now, one of the good things for you guys listening, if you want to make money, looking at the search capability and only the search capability, it's kind of like a window into the future of AI search because now you're isolated. So I can play around with this and be like mortgage, refinance, and I can see kind of what that would look like with this over here, which is basically, I don't know how different this is to Google. That would be interesting to see, where we have Bank of America, bank rate, Wells Fargo. So it is quite different. It might be pulling from, I think, is it Baidu? Baidu search, I believe. Looks like it might be pulling from that. Let's ask it. What search engine are you using? Let's see here. It'll be interesting if it is stuck in search engine mode answering that question versus is it actually thinking about the question? Because I think what's happening here is it's, oh, let me search what search engine are you using?
But it did answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah,
however, when people look for alternatives, they often do this. So I don't use a search engine the way humans do. So your search is internal based on data you already have. That'll be interesting because this will be the future of search, I think, in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, at least it can answer you back in the context, even though it still does the search.
Yeah.
That's a good news.
Where did you get the data? This will be interesting because ChatGPT is like, oh, they got it from us. So get this data. That'll be very interesting. I think it's going to spark some billionaire arguments. The data I use comes from variety public data sets. So basically scraping the entire web, pretty much, which is more or less what a lot of search engines do.
That is nice because from the look on the search results, the 10 that it shows, it looks really on point.
It does. Where did you get this done versus where?
Well, before we asked.
Yeah, I think the other ones were, so like if I do, math worksheets, let's see what happens here if we give it a non-question based search. I think that'll be kind of interesting. So QMath, it is showing these, which I would venture to say is probably the same as Google. I would say in this search, a search engine is more helpful because you're actually getting a worksheet. Here it's like, no. Can you make a worksheet? This will be interesting to see. So I like the direction this is going with search. Yes, I can help you make one with Canva. So it's giving us a
step-by-step guide.
Step-by-step. Yeah, like make your own, basically.
I think it's because we are stuck in the search.
I agree. Yeah, I think if we went to a different one.
To artifacts, that would be different.
So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the search is good. I think it's going to be kind of an idea of where search is going, how it works with AI. I think that's important to know. I think if you don't know that now, you're going to struggle in the future. Now let's go back and take a look at our video, see if that happened. Loading, coffee morning routine, Looks like it's being a little bit slow. I'll drink coffee. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so that one there. Let's open this and see if we can get to one of these other ones here. Looks like we have a frozen Qwen chat.
Do you think it's the same thing that happens with Deekseek?
Probably. Yeah, it might be getting a hack.
The popularity spark.
Yeah. And also they had quite a few brute force hacks trying to shut down the other one. So now looks like we're back in now. Just a little slow. I would venture to say it's because of all the hype around this. ChatGPT had the same exact thing.
Oh, we're starting on the video. That's a good sign.
It is starting on the video. That's good. So now while we're waiting for that, one of the things that we were testing yesterday was the ability to make pages and quizzes and see a preview. That was key. So this is the artifacts. We'll go to a new chat. We're going to go to artifacts. And you can say something like, make an HTML web page with different, let's see, what would we want to do? Different options for losing weight. There we go. Different options for losing weight. So we'll see what this looks like. It's going to do the HTML on one side, which I like, and it has the artifact or the preview in the other one, which I think is really cool because you can see, okay, where is this going? You know what would be a really cool feature?
What?
If I could highlight code and see where that is on the page.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
That would be good. And that is something you can do with a WYSIWYG web editor.
Oh, the question. There is right under the code by the artifacts, there is this edit thing.
Edit. Okay, let's see.
We can edit it.
Okay.
Last time I didn't find it. So we can manually edit the colors, the positions, the sizes. That is very nice.
I like that. And we can even edit this out of there because I noticed it put this in every file. And then we can probably see like, okay, well, what would this look like if it was 48 pixels? And
you probably should press save somewhere in the end of the file for it to show up. Yes.
Save as a copy.
No, just save.
Oh, just save. Okay. And then that should, okay.
Oh, interesting. It needed this part.
It needed that. That is interesting. Please fix the page. So that's for Qwen. But when you upload it to your site, it puts the little HTML. I think we had an example on the site we were using right here where, well, this one didn't. I might have been able to delete it, but we were able to have it up there, which is really cool. And this is a page we made about, different things that you can look at for why are you not sleeping or whatever it is. Now, looking at this, it should fix it. It didn't. So that time it did not have the little...
But it still works.
It still worked.
Interesting.
So note to people using this, you would not need that. So for this, if I wanted to go through and say, now add images, now add icons for each, and it'll have like little icons and things like that. One of the things I like about this is, remember how when we were using ChatGPT with Canvas or other AI, it would overwrite the file that we just had. So if it had an error, you're like, okay, now I got to figure out how to revert.
Yes, if you lose something, you cannot get it back.
Yeah, whereas this one, it just starts over, which I like this. Very helpful.
It also found the links on its own. So I think if you press learn more, it will lead you somewhere.
Okay, so which one?
Let's wait for it to load.
Oh, you mean on the actual page?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you
let's
press
see.
learn more, does it lead somewhere?
Learn more.
No. Okay.
Probably not in this example. Okay.
Yeah.
You selected mindful on-click alert. Okay, so what that's doing is in a web environment, I think it would make a little code that says, oh, hey, you selected this, rather than a link. Let's do change the on-click to a link, and then you could say, give it your affiliate link and it works.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and show you what this would look like. If we were going to edit this on the fly, you could just go into your cPanel right like this. I can go ahead and edit the index file. Let's just rename this because this is our main file. Let's call it index whatever. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do new file. We'll call it index.php, right like that. It'll create a blank PHP. And then I could just paste whatever this gave me, and that should redo the page.
Nice.
And now we have the icons, and then you could see, see, you selected. So that's what it's doing on the on-click. It is a bit wide, and see, there it is again. Interesting. It's like the phantom HTML.
Yes.
Now, what do you think about this? I mean, I know you have been the key person for making the tools for a lot of our clients. Tell me about what this would be like for more simple tools versus ChatGPT or even Bolt.
That is totally better than ChatGPT because you can see preview, because you can edit and see the changes right away, because you are not going to lose your files and the previous version of it. So I would choose this one over ChatGPT for sure at this point. I would still choose the Bolt for some of the more complicated options, just for the reason that it creates several files and shows preview of them working together, which I don't know if Qwen is capable of. I would say no, because it only reads the last file that it writes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I wonder if it would know to access a Java. Because one of the things that's really cool is you could work with this alongside your server. So like if it's like, oh, you need to upload this Java, I can upload it, and then this might even work in its internal environment.
Yes.
That would be kind of cool. So yeah, looking at this, I mean, you can make simple web pages, quizzes.
For simple
quizzes.
Yeah, for simple web pages, it's perfect because again, it's doing all the designs, all the mobile-friendly adjustments on its own without you even asking for it. So you just write a simple prompt and you get a ready-made tool with maybe even just one prompt in one go. That is nice.
Exactly. And one of the things we were looking at yesterday was, you know, if you wanted to make money with this and you had a product like over here at OfferVault, we could see all these products for like get better sleep and different things like that. They even have a ClickBank product for how to get better sleep. If we were to go and get a product like that, we can give it our affiliate link and make a simple one-page site and sell it with the TikTok videos, with all the other stuff. So if I go in here and look for something like sleep right here, and I do, let's say, sleep like a rock, promote, I'm going to get my affiliate link here, continue, copy, and then I can go back to this and say, okay, now use this as my affiliate link. So we went ahead and organized these. Let's try a new one, and let's make a simple sleep quiz. This is cool because like, if you had a bunch of TikToks, I know you like TikTok. I try to like it, but it's too friendly for my ADD. I just get wrapped up in it. With TikTok, if I was to make a bunch of TikToks about why you can't sleep, or different outfits you can wear, or something like that, and then I said go to my website to buy something, what's the likelihood of you going? No, not even. It's just like, no, there's no likelihood at all.
Scroll.
Just scroll. Yeah, skip.
Yes.
What about if you were looking at like maybe different outfits, and I had something that was like, does your outfit suit you? Take the quiz.
Yeah, that is much better. That is interesting.
Okay, so that's something you would click.
Yes.
Which, when you click, that's more ability for me to make money, which is good because a lot of people are trying to just sell stuff versus having something. And going here, let's make a simple sleep quiz where you have questions and get an output as to why they are not sleeping with suggestions. Okay, and then we're going to go artifact, and we can say HTML, please. And it seems like this one's better in HTML, although it does say CSS, JavaScript, and other stuff.
Yeah, it just writes in the one file.
Yeah. And I think this is really cool because we could go through and make this quiz, and, all you'd have to do is make Pinterest content and Instagram, TikTok content about why you're not. And we could see kind of what it looks like, it's fun because I think you entered this world of business online at the right time.
Yes, it seems like.
Because you could read and see, oh, wow, I can learn coding while I'm doing this without sitting in a lecture of, I remember.
Yeah, totally.
I remember this is how long ago I went to middle school. We had this lady and we called her the dinosaur teacher because she was as old as a dinosaur, but put it nicely. And she would come around our typing class, and we had the old keyboards on the Apple IIe's with the green screen. And she'd walk around and she'd go, A space, and you'd have to type it. And I never learned typing that way. I only learned typing by actually typing, right? And, the finger placement and everything like that. Whereas coding, you can learn it in a school environment, or you could fire this up and learn it in a half hour.
Yes, it's much easier for me because I'm like more result driven. I'm motivated when I can see the result rather than I'm motivated by just the fact of learning something.
Yeah.
So it's much easier for me to learn during the process of coding it and to see how it works by trying and failing and asking about it than to actually learn it from scratch.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that Elena did fantastically, we had a guy who wanted a complicated code and had MySQL and databases and stuff that's far above what I know how to do. And I gave the task to Elena, and she now knows how to do MySQLs, how to make them talk to each other, how to make them talk to PHP files, the whole 9 yards. And that's something where if I asked you 2 weeks ago, you'd be like, MySQL.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And now you learned it with the help of AI.
Yes.
If AI wasn't there, we would have had to pay someone to do this.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly ChatGPT is like creating the scheme for me and then making me understand what it's doing.
Yeah. And this side by side is game changer because you can see like result text content equals message. Obviously, if I delete that, it's not going to show the results. That's the message. There's the box right there. And the div, you can see what is making that gray, right? So there's probably a div, a container. That's the 600 padding. And then you can kind of see where it's at. There's the result right there. So margin top 20%. If I was to change that to like 100, it's going to have like a big hat on it, which will be kind of cool. So now looking at this, I'm like, okay, now let's now add more questions and add my affiliate link. Boom. Open in a new window as the go-to solution under all the results. And let's see if it adds this. It should do it. Make a good, clear call to action. Let's see what the product's called. I'll give it what the product is called, just so it kind of knows, like sleep like a rock until the sun comes up with sleeper whatever. We'll give it this. And it should be able to know what that is. I've actually asked it to program sales pages and it did pretty good. So we'll do like this. And it'll load.
Is our video ready?
Yeah, let's check out our video, see if our coffee's ready.
Oh,
48%. There we go. I can make a coffee pouring video faster than this.
yes.
There we go. We're just like, hey, here we go. So it's doing okay. I think the images are good. We went through some examples we showed yesterday was the Snuggie quiz.
Will it still be generated if you exit the...
It should be.
Okay.
Oh, so that was the colors. So this was the actual quiz where we went through and we're like, okay, what would be fun if we had a promotion for the Snuggie would be find the color that suits you best. And we had a little quiz like, oh, do you like the summertime? Do you like the wintertime? And it'll load here. You could see. So what's your favorite season? Summer, energetic, heartwarming. I should get sky blue Snuggie.
Yay.
Or mysterious denim navy. And then you can kind of play around with it. But it makes it something that's engaging and interesting. The button changes. What would be cool is you could actually program this to make the Snuggie in that color and then have it as an image.
Yes.
So you could actually show it. I don't know if it might not do it in here.
Yeah.
But if I said now program it and make the Snuggie pine bark like pb.png or something.
It might be that it can create multiple files if you give it the request. Like, please write the CSS separately for this one.
Exactly.
Something like this.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think it's cool. And so now we have what's your primary reason for difficulty sleeping? I use screens. Late nights. Do you wake up refreshed? Never. Get results. You're personalized. Try sleep. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a page where if I have social media and I'm talking about ways to sleep and I'm like, oh, hey, go to my website so I can get paid. Nobody's going to click. Take the quiz. Boom.
Yeah,
Not
and
a lot.
after the results, I'm like, I don't know what it means. So I'm like, try it. What is it? I would click just to see.
Exactly. Yeah. Struggling, discover the ultimate solution for better. And that's such a simple way to promote affiliate offers.
It is.
It's like, okay, now I just make a bunch of videos about why you can't sleep, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Let's go back and see how our coffee pour is doing. And then we'll take a look at some other things here. But I think, loading these are easy because, like, okay, if I wanted to make money, all I would need to do is open up a Qwen, right, like this, and then I could go through, ask it for images. So I'm going to get a Pinterest strategy. And I think we can toggle later. Like if I start with text, can I toggle to images?
I feel like yes.
I think so too. Apparently we can't toggle to anything.
You can only see the icon.
You just see that. It's just spinning. It's like the kaleidoscope. It's all, no, we are not hypnotizing you. There we go. So if I go through and say, make a Pinterest strategy for better sleep tips, we can go through and do this, and then we can say, now please make some images. That would work. And it looks like we can toggle. So
yes.
If you start with text, you can toggle. If you don't, you can't. And it looks like it's getting a little hung up. There we go. So define your audience, create visuals.
Yeah, we need to get it to the titles.
Excellent. So while we're waiting for that, we're almost
getting
done.
there.
Coffee pour. It's about as fast as a coffee maker here.
Yes.
True.
It's like, buy a coffee maker.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy a cup.
That'd be funny. It's like, go buy a coffee maker, get a video camera, shoot the coffee, and then send it here. And
don't ask me your silly requests again.
And I have found that this AI does get a little snarky sometimes in the way that it thinks. And that's one difference with this and Deekseek is it does show its work, but not really.
It doesn't show that thought process.
Yeah, it doesn't show the actual thought, which I found helpful. So here's our coffee. Eventually.
Ooh.
There we go. That's actually pretty good.
I wouldn't be able to sell that. I might.
No, neither would I. I wouldn't. You're absolutely right. It did take 4 tries, and we can download it.
It is still free.
It is free. And that is...
It's a full TikTok video. Put text over it.
Yeah, put some text over it like, why can't you sleep? Because you're pouring too much coffee. Very simple. So now looking at this. So to promote the whole thing, we have our idea here. Now come up with 50 engaging pin titles. And we'll see how this works here. Good. And then we'll say, now make some images about this. And we'll toggle over and see if it works. Should probably ask it for like 10. So now looking at this, you've messed with quite a few of the AIs we use here. What are your thoughts on when would you use this?
I think I would still switch to Deekseek for the titles.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, because it was more engaging and more interesting. Those are closer to ChatGPT style in general. I would use the simple coding tools in here, like one-page code. I love the image generation and video generation here. They look so amazing.
They're pretty.
Yes.
They're like very visually like polished.
Yeah. So for video and image generation, that would be number 1 for me.
Yeah, I like that.
Especially since it's free.
So one thing I will comment on, do not try this at home. Like having candles in the bed is not a good idea.
Fire warning.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it needs a little disclaimer.
But look, like everything even in the background looks...
It's very clear.
Fine.
Yeah. Look at, the picture.
Yeah.
It's got like a picture and that matches her. Like it's not like,
Like I'm trying to find something uncanny, but it looks fine.
The only thing I could maybe say is which way is she? Like is she laying that way or that way? I think this way. I don't know. Or maybe it's just like a ruffly...
Yeah.
But that does look good. Here's another one. Let's see. More, please. It looks like one at a time, which to date, the only one that does more is Canva. And ChatGPT just released a feature where you can do like 5 to 6 images at a time. So that's pretty cool. So if I wanted to go through and make all these and create a Pinterest array, right? I can make one with supplements. I can make one about this, that, or the other. I wonder if it would remember that this is a sleep site. Let's try that. Now, herbs. Oh, there we go. Better sleep. And it is spelled correctly.
Wow.
So herbs.
I wonder if it's a new thing or just one in 100.
It's one. Well, I've gotten a few. It actually, on the first one, I was promoting the Blissy pillowcase, and it spelled Blissy correctly in cursive, which you would think like, okay,
that is even harder.
Yeah. So let's do help with the issue. I'm just going to say issue to see if it remembers. So if it's herbs
but we're in the
to
picture
sleep,
mode. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works. And now, when we're doing this, you have your Pinterest, you have your videos, you have your TikTok, all of your stuff.
Quizzes.
Yeah, about all this stuff. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take this code, which has your affiliate link. You click it, and there you go. In this environment, outside clicks don't seem to work unless you do new tab. So it's not going to leave the closed environment. But I can go here. I can copy this, go to my page, boom, save. Seconds later, I now have a sleep quiz with my affiliate link on it. I mean, you could do quiz videos on YouTube, point them to the quiz, just think about what would work, like maybe what to do with your extra bedroom now that your kids moved out. You know, do I turn it into a den, a man cave, a girl cave, whatever other cave there is, you know, stuff like that. Where
There's
like, okay.
so many possibilities with this, yes. Like very simple content in many different directions.
Yep, and our affiliate link's ready to go. And so this is something where, I mean, a lot of people are overthinking it, trying to have elaborate websites with multiple options.
I know we're thinking it even.
Where it's like this. And I know, I mean, I have tested hundreds of millions of visitors to my websites. This outperforms
some pretty stuff with a lot of
just this basic middle of the thing, and it's going to look good on mobile. And so it's very, very basic. So using this, I think, is really cool. Let's see how that image came out. How lime to empowing
almost
Actually,
there.
So with this, it's pretty close to out of the box. Let's see.
There are two lavenders, but they're different.
This is like
this is lavender with the capital L.
Yeah.
This is lavender without capital.
It's the lower class lavender. Let's do no words, please. Because if we had no words, then I could put my own words on
exactly on top of it.
And I did find like it was making infographic style ones, which was pretty cool. So looking at this, I think it is a game changer. I am going to use this for artifacts because I can make a page and like I could give this my Aweber info and say, make me a landing page that does an opt-in.
The page for the tools that we did in ChatGPT was like 5 prompts. We probably could do it with 1.
Yep. So now we have that's
still sleep.
Yeah, and that I think that's lavender. I don't know. Let's see. What does lavender look like?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is lavender. So that out of the box, use this.
Yes.
Tip for healthy sleep, lavender.
I'm in love with their images.
The sleep quiz. What's that?
I'm in love with their images.
Their images
so
are
beautiful.
Fantastic. They really, I mean, look at how it even got, now it has 2 bowls of water in there.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Just the line on the...
It's the dirty vase.
Yes.
They need to clean the vase. And we could see it does enlarge them down, like the effect that it would have in water.
Yeah, there's so many details that previous versions of AI that I've seen do not catch. Like a background is always messy, some kind of details are not there. It's really clear for the AI-generated image.
I do have a very important question for you. Tell me why she can't sleep.
Because she's holding 2 cups.
She got 2 cups of coffee. She's like doubling up on the coffee there. She's like, why can't I sleep? Nothing is working. You could put like an X over that or something.
Honestly, I didn't even pay attention. I was mesmerized by the flowers.
Yes, it's very hypnotic, and it's like, oh, hey, check it out. You think this is a good image, but the longer you look, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, you probably find something.
Yeah. So looking at that, building these little tools, it's absolute game changer. We tried doing little flow charts. It did okay. It understood what we wanted, but I think the implementation was not there. And then looking at the videos here, let's do now a video about herbs that help you sleep.
Mhm.
All right. And
What about strategies? Does it write a good strategy for your content?
ChatGPT and Deekseek is better.
Got it.
I think Deekseek for strategy, hands down,
Exactly.
the win.
Especially for marketing
Yeah,
strategies.
like not even a question. For this, it's okay. Like the images are doing really well. Deekseek, I didn't see a whole lot with images yet.
Mhm.
And now I think so it did get the idea
Mhm.
of a flowchart for this.
Mhm.
I did see somewhere that right out of the gate, somewhere in this tool is browser access,
Mhm.
where you could just be like, hey, here's my browser. I'm going to go have some lunch, fill in all this stuff.
So there is an operator function
Yes.
here somewhere.
Yes, somewhere in there. I have not found it yet, but it does look good. So now let's see if it does a different herb. See if it remembers the sleep. I think it's good. Maybe you can prompt it at the beginning. Okay, how did it is?
I mean, I can cover it up.
Oh yeah. You can do lavender, lavender.
Lavender.
Sounds like if lavender was in Harry Potter.
Yes.
Lavender, chamomile, which basically okay. I mean, we can use this. Let's do no words, please.
Yeah, those are easier to cover up because they're on a white and purple background. That's super easy to.
Well, and I think the important part here is 'tis different with him stepping crazy.
Yes, that's a very good
Very
thing.
important. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty cool. Like that would be good for like essential oils for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be a good one. What if we did this? So are we still in? That's not where we created the tool. That was up here. Now let's do a quiz for the best herbs for sleep. What I love about this, I'm not going to lose my original.
Mm-hmm.
I can ask it for something different. I can get it, and I'm not going to lose the original one.
Yes.
Let's see if it remembers to put my affiliate link. That'd be cool, because then I could just, you know what this would be good for? Different pages.
Yes.
So like now create page 2. Now create page 3.
That's what I thought. Like it probably has this context of what you created before. It might keep the design the same.
That
even.
would be amazing.
Exactly.
Literally just code a website in a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that. So here we have like, how would you describe your stress levels? Do you have anxiety before bed? That would be terrible. I think I used to have that years ago.
Quality.
Remedy. Are you open to natural remedies?
Huh. What if I push no? What will it give
It
me?
won't give you CBD. Ashwagandha. So here we go. Lemon balm, chamomile. It's funny how it spells it right in text, but not on images.
I think because it doesn't treat text on images as text. That's the whole point with them.
Yeah.
So it looks like visuals. It doesn't realize it's text.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, like we can literally sit here and build an entire website.
Mm-hmm.
They could have a webinar topic for next week. That's pretty good. So yeah, looking at this, let's see what the quiz looks like. Did it remember my affiliate?
I did. It did.
It did.
Discover the power of natural herbs. Oh,
that's pretty cool. I like this. Okay, so how would you describe? Let's try it and see if we get a good one for you. Stress levels.
Moderate.
Moderate. Okay. Anxiety.
Sometimes.
Okay. How is your sleep quality? I feel like the doctor.
Good, actually.
Good.
Closer to good.
Are you open to natural remedies?
Maybe.
Maybe. It depends on what they are. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll. Your recommended herbs: lemon balm, lavender, melatonin. But the best
Melatonin.
the best one is our sleeper balm.
Which is not a herb, as far as I'm
It might not be. I don't know. Let's try different ones because I noticed sometimes. Okay, it did change it.
Mm-hmm.
Magnesium is actually a really good.
Oh yeah, magnesium I would take.
Ashwagandha. That actually tastes good in tea.
I never tried it.
It's pretty good. We have some tea over there. You should try it. No, I prefer others.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
get results. Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I like this. So being able to code an entire website is kind of a game changer. And making these tools, making the images, this is pretty solid. I mean, we're getting some good results here. And I think right out of the gate, video's a little slow, but I mean, Sora is slow too. And having the 16 by 9, I think it is no other AI does that, which is cool. Let's try this again, see if we can get that, and then we'll wrap up. I think, well, we'll do a follow-up video. But yeah, using this, game changer for creating quizzes, websites, learning coding, having that side-by-side, I think, if anything, just learn a little bit about how web design works, and you can build this stuff. And all we're doing here is just uploading it to the site, and, you know, you can kind of see where things are there and work around. So hopefully you guys liked this video. Let us know what tool you want us to go over next. Smash the like button, check out the links and videos in the description, and we'll see you in the next training.
See you in the next one.